It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Vikings and the Packers on Sunday night.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First play and a first pass for Cousins. Into the hands of the rookie Jordan Addison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You look at this Packers defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Trenton Simpson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Here comes Reed. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week. But all he focused on was the loss. Okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Quentin Johnston
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Well, the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cousins to throw it. Incomplete.
You look at this Packers defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Isaiah Simmons drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Oh, the return is Reed. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Okay, break. On the ball, now.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
The Packers at 9-6 now. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
19, Tiger.
Duggan looking to throw. Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. The first carry now. This is Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago.
Touchdown, Packers! Jerry Jeudy from 8 yards out. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On play action, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 75 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's Duggan to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Let's go.
Duggan will look to throw this. Screenplay, here's Etienne. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Open man, he completes it to Jeudy. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
That's Drew Sanders who got in there and dropped him. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a 1st down. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Runs over him. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That good for 19 at a 1st down.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Well, these two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. Throwing, Duggan.
On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
And this defense rallies, and they stop them short of the 1st down right near the 24. Patterson's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Williams running left. Down the left sideline. Javonte Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Javonte Williams with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead is now 24. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins. He gets it to Addison. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. This one caught by Osborne, right side. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Cousins on 1st down. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Cousins. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Oliver. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
To the air again, it's Cousins. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Center's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Here's Reed taking it about the 1. So all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 139 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Duggan. And this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
They try the left side here with Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Quick throw here to Johnston. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here we go with Williams. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
Right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible.
There he goes, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Cousins again. This is caught. Touchdown. Josh Oliver. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Duggan now to throw.
This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Duggan looking to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Caught on the right side, Reed. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Jaden Reed.
A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jordan Addison back out now as the Vikings offense set to take possession.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do.
The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. To throw is Cousins. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Cousins. Pass complete to Addison. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd down, Cousins. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing, Duggan. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Finding Hockenson here on the out route. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
No gain on the play. And that will bring up second down. On play action, Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5. They'll go Madison up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Cousins now. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Cousins. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups that they...
Touchdown, Vikings! Johnny Mundt, his first touchdown of the year. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Duggan will look to throw this. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. To Jefferson on the slant. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They're going for it. Here's Madison. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And quickly they get to the line. A first down throw for Cousins. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Cousins. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Algier will try to pick it up. Bulldozes. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Packers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Cousins on first down. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Throwing, Cousins. This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Cousins now on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory.